Hi all, Bones here from AusBSA Bantams. Welcome back to my workshop, welcome back to the channel. In this episode I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on the race bike. I have problems with the rear brake and I think it has a bit to do with wear in the cam and the brake backing plate. Anyway, the back brake isn't operating the way I want it to. At Selix it's pretty critical, well I think it is, that locking up the back brake to slide into the barrel. It's really nice to control, positions the bike a bit better. So the back brake isn't working as well as I reckon it should. But anyway, we'll get the bike up, get the back wheel out and we'll have a look. Well, that wasn't very smart, was it? Got no tight end strap on this side. I should have been better prepared, but I wasn't. Righto, so bike's on the stand. Time to get the back wheel out. Drop the chain off, pull it out, and we'll get into this brake backing plate. Yeah, that's pathetic. And I don't think it's just an adjustment issue. I think there's something actually wrong inside the hub. So that's why I want to pull it off and have a look. Oh, that's shocking. Rightio, just get some open end spanners and get this brake backing plate off. It's all looking all right in there. So what I'm doing now, I've got my brake backing plate out. I'm just going to measure across my brake shoes and just sort of see what my diameter is. So we've got a 124.3 that way, 124.35, and across the centre a 124.27, where the bulk of the actual wear pattern is. Alarmingly, my hub size is nearly 128, so that is a massive difference. So effectively what I've got to do is actually pack this out. The other issue I've got is that this brake arm in there's a fair bit of slop in that. So my thinking is I'm going to make a new one of the brake. I'm going to make a new brake cam, bigger, and I'll see how that goes. I may increase. I don't like putting shims in here in case they come out. So I think I'll go for a bigger, I'll make up a bigger brake cam and see if I can take up a fair bit of that clearance. But it's a lot. So, look, I'll keep thinking about it and see what solution I come up with. Got the brake backing plate out and apart. I'm just wondering whether you can pick up the movement in this brake cam. There's a fair bit there. Too much. This would have required to come out because it's got sand in it as well, to be not too surprised about that. I'm going to make up another brake cam. I'm going to make it thicker here, and I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with the shoes, if anything. I'm actually toying with the idea of getting some Alutite, aluminium solder, building this up in here and then reprofiling it in the milling machine. I will have a think about this. I'll see. So the hole in here, this one is worn, is not parallel, and there is 1/8 thou clearance between that and that, which is massive. So first port of call will be to ream this to a nominal size, well, it doesn't have to be nominal, just parallel, so it's a clean hole, and we can make the brake cam with suitable clearance to suit this. So that's the first jobby. So I've just done the first pass with the reamer, and the hole definitely needs a little bit more in it. So we'll just adjust it up and we'll get this all cleaned up and parallel and get a measurement so we can start building a cam. So I'm hoping you can sort of see that we've got a nice minimum clean up in that hole, so I know it's nice and parallel, so I'll just give that a measure and we'll set about making these, or making one of them. So there sitting in the lathe is a lump of CS4140. So that's what I'm going to machine the cam out of. So basically it'll be the same dimensions as this, however thicker through this section just here, the actual cam section. I will also machine off a washer and stake it on like this one's been done, but it just allows me, it's a lot easier to just do the cam profile when I go to mill it and file it. So well, I'll get stuck into it. So for UK viewers, I'm just trying to think what the bloody comparison is. CS4140 would be pretty close to something like an EN36 in the EN number range. So anyway, I'll start whittling away. So I'm out of shot, but I've turned my diameter, and I've got the tiniest bit of rock in there, and that's exactly what I want, because you've got to remember this is running in a sand environment. If I have it too close, have it running too close and obviously get a bit of sand in there, it might lock it up, so I definitely don't want that. So I've got about, I think it's a 2 thou, bit over 2 thou clearance, and that feels pretty good to me. It's a tiny little bit of rock in there, certainly not, I've got a bit of burr on there, I should have filed it, that's why I couldn't, it took a bit to get it like that, to get it on and off. But anyway, pretty happy with that. I think that's going to work really, really well. So now turn down the threaded portion on the end, I'll get onto that. So we've got our turning done, threads on the end. I'm about to go over there and start setting up the miller machine, put the indexing head in the miller machine, take the vise off, and we'll get these flats milled onto it. So I'm just starting to do my flats. I've got it in the 90-degree position because I'm just about to take a measurement across the flats to make sure for the depth of cut for the next cut, which should be the final cut on that side. Then I'll just move it over this edge here. I'll just do in one cut. I'm not sure if you can actually pick it up because the light's pretty crap in here at the moment, but we're down to this is the final cut. So 2.5mm cut, just taking it nice and easy. Going well. So I've actually, I'll just unlock it, bear with me, sorry Tim. So I've milled the flats for the actual cam surface, and I've taken the edges off to help me just round them off. Now I'm going to be cutting the square drive for the actual brake lever that goes on this end. So I've just started milling my drive flats on this end. So initial cut, measure across the flats, and then do your second cut down to depth. Well, I'll get down so I can get my head into it, but anyway, I've got the square drive on the end. I'm just obviously got the file. I'm just profiling the edges of my cam to round those off, and also taking the burrs off where the square drive is. So we'll get a bit of file and a bit of polish, and we'll keep going. Righto, it's done. I can't hold it too close. I film on a GoPro and they just don't like stuff too close, so hopefully you'll see it clearly enough. So now we'll set up some brake shoes on it, measure across those, and then I'll make a decision about whether I'm going to do something with the front end of the brake shoes. I'll have a look, I'll have a think, and we'll see what happens. Just fitting up the back wheel now. We'll get everything on, all the linkages and all that for the brake, and we'll give it a spin and see how we go. Sorry, we've got a bit of rain on the roof, but we've got it all sorted. So very, very happy. Like, I've got a little bit of adjustment there. I'm probably not in screen, am I? But lot better position for this. Reduce the travel distance, which is great. Good for slowing down, and locks up nicely. So I'm very happy. I think I'll leave that. I'll get it onto the like, I'll have a test up and down the driveway and just see how it feels and everything like that. This is, I haven't shimmed out the front where the actual pivot point is at all. So I'm actually really happy with the way it is now. So yeah, very good. So another thing that's come in is this, I've got air filter. They're kinked off, you can see over there, they're actually on a 45 anyway. They fit really well and they're pretty cheap, which is exactly what I want. So I think that's really good, fit for purpose. So I won't go about re-engineering the wheel, and I'll leave that one in place and see how we go tuning up wise. Rightio, that's about it for this episode. I think it's going to be a bit of a short and sweet one, but anyway, I thought I'd just give you a heads up about what's happening and how I went about fixing it. I'm very happy with the brake. I'm looking forward to getting it out and having a run and just see how it actually feels. To all my subscribers and the new ones that have come on board, thank you very much to everyone. If you haven't hit like or subscribe, please do. It does make a difference, because last video had nearly twice the amount of views on it that I've had in a little while. So that's really good. It's really good feedback and everything like that. So from Bones at Oz BSA Bantams, I'll see you later, because it's beer o'clock.